Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to the Flippin' Ain't Easy channel. This is John, and wanted to make a quick video today and talk to you guys about what things I see selling in my store and other stores, and a shipping issue that may lead to higher shipping label fees through eBay. So without any further ado, let's go. So, how have your sales been this weekend? I have to tell you, my sales are doing very well. Now we are in November Q4, so that's expected to, and this is what happened to me last year, starting about the first week of November all the way through about the second weekend in December. Uh, Sales were great. They had different items, had different types of items, but I'm noticing that we have a different kind of economy right now. I've noticed that, and thankfully I sell a lot of need items, but I think we have a situation where buyers really aren't buying the want items. And so, maybe get some feedback from you guys, but a lot of the want items in my store, like your music devices, electronics of various types that aren't really household items. Even video games. I had 3 systems up this weekend. I had a PlayStation 4, I had an Xbox One S, and I have a Switch, a Nintendo Switch. And I priced them all competitively. And last year, when I had systems that I put up for sale, they would go within hours of me listing them. And I had multiple systems that I was selling at the same time. These systems are my own personal systems, but these were systems that I sort of kept around to test certain items, for like a Xbox One, PlayStation, and Switch. And I was getting a lot of items last year to use those systems, and I really don't use them at all. They're just sort of sitting around. The type of items I'm getting in these pallets don't need testing, so I decided to sell them. And it took about, I listed them up on Thursday night. I didn't sell the 2 systems, the Xbox One S and the PlayStation 4, until yesterday. And I still haven't sold the Switch, which is a surprise to me because I have a bundle, nice travel case, it's complete, and I have it competitively priced. And I'm very shocked. I ended up getting one question about it today, but I can tell you, I've sold switches in the past. I've sold switches for parts. I've sold switches that were in new condition, and everything would fly off the shelf. Now I know what you're going to tell me. We're a year removed from this technology, but I can tell you from experience that video game systems are in demand year round, and especially Q4 is when they're really in demand. And so it tells me that people just don't have the money right now to be buying things that they don't necessarily need. It makes me wonder how many families out there are going to be just buying gifts after gift for their family when they are doing everything they can to make ends meet. And so I'm sure many of you guys can relate to that, especially those of you who are relying on this as your primary income and sales are slow. Thankfully, a lot of the merchandise that I sell is sort of health and beauty. If it is sort of electronics item, it is sort of a household item, sort of a need item, something that fits a need rather than a want. I think this year we're now experiencing that. And maybe I'm wrong on that, but that's just my observation. And looking at the kind of items I'm selling versus what I'm used to selling in the past, and those want items just aren't moving. Something to keep in mind if you're looking at maybe doing some sourcing, if you're looking at picking up some items, whether it's at a yard sale or even doing liquidation. If you're sourcing for things that would normally sell as wants, which is a good idea for the Christmas holiday season. I'm sure they'll sell, but maybe not as fast as you'd expect. And so you may want to err on the side of caution when it comes to how you're sourcing, and lean towards more items that one would think are needs versus like to have items or wants. So of course, please put your information down below if you have any thoughts on that issue. If I'm wrong, hey, let me know. Tell me why I'm wrong. And if you agree, of course, put that information down there as well. That's just my observation with what I've sold. And again, of the 28 items I've sold this weekend, I would say only a handful of those would be labeled want or like to have items. Most of the items are definitely your health and beauty or your your personal home type devices or items that are selling for me. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and of course hit that notification bell if you like the content and want to be notified of future videos. I encountered a situation after watching the Crazy New York Driver channel's latest video, where he was talking about where he believed FedEx was overcharging for their labels. And so he wanted people to go in and check that. The way you do this, you go to your orders tab, I believe, and you should find something that says shipping labels at the bottom of the drop down. And that'll give you, it defaults to 7 days, but it'll give you the labels that you've run over that time period. You can change it to 30 days or 90 days, I believe. And in doing that, checking all the FedEx packages, I've noticed that if you purchase labels through eBay for FedEx Home or FedEx 2-day, you're going to notice that FedEx, once they start tracking the package, is actually charging you, I believe, 15 to 20 cents additional over and above what the advertised price or discounted advertised price was listed for when you ran the label through eBay. How do I know? I don't have a great memory. You can simply go back in and hit print label, and using the same weight and parameters on that item, it'll show you the charge that eBay is charging you for that label, which happens to be about 15 to 20 cents from about the 10 to 20 items I went back and checked. It's not affecting FedEx ground packages, so the price that you're paying that's advertised through eBay is reflecting in the actual price that FedEx is charging you for that label. Not a big deal, but if you're running 10 packages a day, FedEx Home or FedEx 2-day, you're noticing a $2 decrease in profits. And if you're selling a lot more items than that, it magnifies even further. And in my opinion, it's just not right. I haven't contacted eBay about this because I've just been so busy between listing and shipping. But I just thought I'd let you guys know what I came across. And I still think FedEx is the best option price-wise compared to Priority Mail for the larger packages. Anything over 3 pounds is sort of what I'm finding the best prices of labels are. I just wish they'd be more upfront. And if it's if it's $10.75 and it's not $10.55, let us know. Just give us the correct information so we can make an informed decision. One thing I want to leave you guys with, just before making this video, I ended up getting a notification on my phone when I was setting up that I made a sale. And right before I hit that record button, wouldn't you know, it's an $80 item they wanted to cancel, and they stated wrong address. Now for me, if that's the reason why you're canceling, you'd contact me and then we'd set something up. Of course, $80, I'm not going to change your address. I'm going to probably tell you, let me give you money back. I'm going to relist it. Here's the item number, and go ahead and go with it. But you know what happened. eBay showed them a competitor's item, may have been $5 cheaper, $10 cheaper, and who knows. But I can tell you, whenever you get a cancellation and it's within the 5 to 10 minutes of actually making the sale, 9 times out of 10, it's because they saw that lower price and they're trying to save money. And I don't blame the customer for saving money. I blame eBay for putting us sellers in that position where, for whatever reason, they're continuing to show our competitors' items once the customer has already purchased our goods. So what do you guys think about that? Has that happened to you? Is it continually happening? I don't know what to tell you on that, except that I'm going to continue to report it when I see it, when I come across it, and hopefully eBay, if you're out there, you see this, and enough is enough. It's not helpful to your sellers. If you really care about your sellers, again, and I've said this many times on our videos, if you really care about the sellers, you'll change that. If you want to show our customers, say, accessories for the item they bought or similar brands, but don't show the same item, the same UPC, the same exact thing that they bought. It just serves no purpose except you're confusing the customer, and it creates a frustrating buying experience. I had 2 days to actually refund the money and accept the cancellation, and if that customer needed that $80 to repurchase whatever item they saw, they're not going to be too happy, and it's their experience on eBay. We want that customer to come back, and eBay, if you're out there listening, improve that customer buying experience. Us sellers would definitely appreciate it. It's less headache for us, and our customers won't leave and maybe never come back and buy from us again. So I urge you, consider making that change. So again, guys, I want to thank you for taking the time to watch my videos. Again, please like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I should come out with the video here in a couple days, working on some topics to talk with you guys about. But until then, regardless of how your sales are, don't give up. Keep listing, keep selling, because you guys, flipping ain't easy. Have a good night.